With the 7th overall selection in the 2019 NHL Draft, the Buffalo Sabres have selected Dylan Cozens, center. All right, we got the pick. We got the pick. We know what the pick is. Now we digest, formulate a take, and try not to jump the gun, so to speak. And that's not what I'm doing here. I would say that this draft was a fairly deep one. You had some really good players, obviously Hughes, Kakko, Doc, Cole Caulfield. Dylan Cozens is one of those guys. He's also one of those guys. And as I'm watching this draft unfold and I'm wondering who Buffalo is going to take, what direction they're going to go in, I see these names that are being picked. Jack Hughes, 18 years old. Capo Kakko, 18 years old. Kirby Doc, 18 years old. Bowen Byram, 18 years old. Alex Turcotte, 18 years old. Moritz Seider, 18 years old. Dylan Cozens, 18 years old. A lot of young guys. Broberg, 17 years old. Zegras, 18 years old. Vasily Podkolzin, 17 years old. That's just through the first 10 picks here. This first round, the top 10 is complete. When I looked at a lot of these players, I saw some size, I saw some speed, I saw true talent in this top 10, which is pretty rare for an NHL draft. Usually it's pretty top heavy. Usually you get the top 5, the solid top 5. But this one was pretty deep. Jack Hughes going number 1 was no shock. Guy with an amazing burst. His skating ability is unreal. Should be a great player for many years to come in the National Hockey League for the New Jersey Devils. And is a great fit for that city. 2 young centers in New Jersey now. You got 20-year-old Nico Hischier. If I'm saying that name wrong, I apologize, but a lot of questions, though, still remain for the Rangers, especially with Taylor Hall. Capo Kakko, guy that is looked at as truly just as good as Jack Hughes, and some say even better. He'll be playing in the NHL. Kirby Doc, Chicago Blackhawks, I thought was a great pick by the Blackhawks. And many, people, it looks like in the Chicago media were a little bit shocked that the Blackhawks took Kirby Doc and didn't go with the defenseman Bowen Byram, but they had a huge need at center. And they have a lot of defensive prospects. Bowen Byram then gets picked, and he's a guy that is an offensive defenseman. Stats last year, 67 games played, 26 goals, 45 assists. And that's a good pick there. Alex Turcotte of the Kings. People see him as a smart two-way forward, crazy motor, quick, agile, but questions remain whether he'll be in the NHL in 2019-2020. Will he be playing in the NCAA? Moritz Seider then gets selected by the Red Wings, and then the Buffalo Sabres, your favorite team, my favorite team, select Dylan Cozens, and he was ranked 10th according to ESPN draft analysts. Described as a strong skater who has an explosive burst in space, Cozens has that combination of size and speed that tantalizes scouts. There have been some questions about his overall hockey sense and skill level, but it's hard to argue with how his physical tools translate. The lack of high-end puck skills suggests that he might not be a number 1 pivot down the road. That said, he has some two-way capabilities with the balance tilting more offensively. As far as the team fit, I think just from what I see, there's a lot of speed there, speed that works real well with who Buffalo already has. And I think, hopefully, for the sake of the Sabres, Cozens is that guy that could be the number 2 center behind Jack Eichel in the long term. But only time will tell. I am a little shocked that Cole Caulfield was not the pick here. I have to say that right out of the gate. I am a little shocked by that because Cole Caulfield was a guy that I thought kind of fit what the Sabres normally do, and that's not the direction that they went in. Right now, the Minnesota Wild are on the clock. Cole Caulfield could be the pick there. Great pick, but I think maybe the height or lack thereof for Cole Caulfield is the reason why teams are shying away from him, but this is one of the better USA hockey prospects to come along in quite some time, regardless of size or lack thereof, and I'm shocked that he's still available. Very shocked. But we will see. The hockey analysts out there believe that this is a great pick by the Sabres. And this is a pick that will definitely help their depth at the center position or lack thereof. A lot of Twitter analysts, Twitter feeds out there, hockey analysts that have Twitters are saying that this is a great pick for Buffalo. But I was a little shocked, to be quite honest. Not that I don't think Cozens is good. I think he has potential to be great. But I was a little surprised. Now, the real question is, how will he fit in here? Will he be in the NHL right away? Will he be playing in the minors or another league? I hope that he's a guy that can make that immediate impact that the Sabres have needed. The Sabres haven't had that immediate impact rookie outside of Eichel, Reinhart, or Dahlin. Middlestat kind of took a step back last year. Really has to take a step ahead and improve. But I wanted to talk very briefly about this because I know that there's a lot of Sabres fans out there that want this take, that want me to put out my take on this topic. And really it comes down to the coaching, guys. It comes down to how will these coaches implement this player into their system? How will they implement that style of player into the system? And only time will tell. I care more about that, though, than I do the jerseys.